Since you are the official Connect team, I want to update you on our plan for the upcoming conference.
Plan?
Now, no need to get nervous. All of you know that this conference is a very big deal for Wyago, specifically for the launch of Connect. I'm expecting the conference to be more than a trade show. Much more.
We know. And I know that we're all really proud to be part of this team.
Our product presentation will be the first introduction of our product to hundreds of potential buyers. And even if a couple of the international carriers bought our phone, well, that would mean
big profits. I'm your sales guy, Anthony, and I'm going to make it happen.
I know you can sell it, Michael. You are our best. And Lily, you're our top marketing exec. That's why you're both on the team. And Ken.
Yes, sir.
Ken, please, you don't have to call me sir. I was going to say that despite being relatively new here, you are our top tech guy. You're a technical wizard, and that's why I brought you to Wyago.
Thank you, sir. Sorry, sir. I mean, Anthony.
Wait, I'm not following here. Where are you going with this?
I'd like each one of you to make a presentation of your own speciality. Michael, you'll be doing the overall sales pitch. Lily, the marketing angle. And you, Ken, are going to present information on how the product actually works to people who do not know 6 programming languages. And I'm hiring a presentations coach to come in and work with all of you. No reason to panic. I know that you're all capable of doing a great job. That's why you're here. But public speaking can be a nerve-wracking experience, and I want you to be all as confident as possible before getting up there and impressing a room full of potential buyers.
So who's this coach?
Her name is Lucille Dupree, and she'll be here on Thursday.
Lucille Dupree? French?
Yes, she is based in Paris, but speaks excellent English. Works all over Europe and is one of the best in the field.
Okay, well, thank you, Anthony. We're sure to benefit from her session.
Yeah, how bad can it be?
Michael, I know I don't need to say this, but I want you to welcome Miss Dupree appropriately. Bringing her in does not mean that I think there is something wrong with your presentation skills. I know you're a great salesman, and that you've made your fair share of presentations.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, Anthony. I'll shape up the attitude.
Great. Okay, team, I'm off. Next meeting in 5 minutes. Ms. Dupree should be emailing you a small assignment to do before her session on Thursday.
Thanks, Anthony.
Sure thing, Ken. See you later.
So, what do you guys think?
I know her.
What?
Know who?
I know her. The coach. Lucy Dupree.
You know her? From where? Your old company? Did she do her workshop there?
Not exactly.
Well, come on then. How do you know her?
We dated.
What? You're kidding.
And do you still keep in touch?
No, not really.
Listen, I don't want to pry, but is this going to be awkward? I mean, maybe you should have said something to Anthony.
No, I didn't feel comfortable saying anything. I'll call her, I think, and give her some warning. I'm sure that we'll be able to be professional about this. And if anyone could use her workshop at this point, it's me.
Oh dear, this is a bit complicated.
Come on, let's get back to our offices. Lots of work to do. Plus the homework that's supposed to be waiting in our mailboxes.
Right. See you guys later.
So did you talk to her? Is everything okay?
Yes, of course, I spoke to her. Everything will be strictly professional. No reason to let Anthony know of our history.
Sure, no problem, Ken. We won't say anything. Right, Mike?
Of course not.
I really do appreciate you coming.
No need to thank me. Rome is one of my favorite cities in Europe. It's my pleasure.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Morning.
It's my great pleasure to introduce Ms. Lucille Dupree, our presentations coach. This is Michael.
Hello, good to meet you, Miss Dupree.
Pleased to meet you. And please, call me Lucille.
Lily
Lovely to meet you, Lucy.
Nice to meet you too.
and Ken.
Hello, Lucia. How are you?
Hello, Ken. It's nice to see you again.
Oh, do you two know each other?
Well, actually, we know each other from...
Paris. We knew each other in Paris. When you mentioned Lucia's name, I wasn't sure if it was the same person, but in fact, it is her.
Okay, great. So, Lucille, would you like something to drink before you begin?
No, I'm fine. I've already had some coffee this morning. We have a lot of ground to cover, so I'd like to get started.
Okay then, the floor is all yours. Enjoy.
Hi to you all.
Hello.
I appreciate you taking the time from your busy schedules to be here today. As I'm sure you know, I'm here to give a presentation about presentations. During the next hour or so, I'm going to be going over the various factors that contribute to making a successful presentation. We are going to be doing quite a bit of practicing and critiquing ourselves. Throughout my presentation, I will stop to give you side notes. These refer to what I'm doing and why and how I am doing it. Great! A side note. Stopping to check in with your audience every so often, especially in smaller groups, makes it more personal and more accessible. Okay, now on to the first topic, the key elements to consider for any presentation. The situation, the audience, the speaker, the presentation. First, the situation. How big is the room? Second, the audience. How big is it? Who are they? What do they expect from you? Third, the speaker. You. And finally, the presentation, being 100% prepared and matching the tools of the trade to the specific occasion. Do you use a projector, a flip chart, a presentation kit? This? Or, as I have done, prepared boards. It all depends on your audience and the goals you want to achieve. Do think about what tools are best for your purpose. Another side note, whenever you are presenting a slide or a visual, remember that your audience will automatically read it themselves. Therefore, it isn't necessary to read out the whole thing to them. Just summarize the main points. Okay. What I want to do now is go straight to the task I emailed you.
Yes, about that.
I mean, do you actually want us to...
Here's the thing, everybody. This workshop is about you, preparing you to stand up here, making sure that you accomplish your objectives during your own presentations. So, by the end of today, I not only want you to be familiar with all the tips and tricks that go into making a great presentation, I want to see you using them. So, I suggest we begin.
Okay, I'll go first.
Wonderful. Thank you, Michael. Okay, Michael. I want you to answer a few questions based on our 4 elements.
Sure.
Where are you making this presentation and why?
Here in this meeting room, because I was instructed to prepare a 3-minute presentation on whatever topic I chose to bring to this workshop.
Okay, and what is your topic?
Effective sales techniques.
Great! Now, think about your audience. Who are we? And what do we expect from you?
You are a presentation coach. And
Okay.
Well, maybe he's presenting to a group of new salespeople in training with a company.
Excellent. Thanks, Lily.
sure, sounds good.
Okay, the next item on our list, knowing your own fears and weaknesses. How do you normally feel about presentations, Michael?
Confident. I don't really get stage fright or anything like that.
Good. Finally, the preparation, which is something I'm assuming you've already done.
Absolutely.
Michael will have 3 minutes to deliver his presentation, Lily and Ken, I want you to listen and take notes about his presentation style. Think about the 4 elements.
Sure.
Okay.
Michael, the podium is all yours.
Thanks. Hello, everybody. Have you ever felt like just one of the pack chasing after leads that don't seem to lead anywhere? We've all felt like that. Sales is a highly competitive field, but that is also what makes it one of the most dynamic and exciting. You're all here today, I'm assuming, because you want to stand out as winners. Well, I'm here because I want to help you do that. I'll be presenting some very specific sales techniques that can help you reach your goal.
Well, let's just have a look at this graph, and I think you'll see what I'm trying to say. You can see that illustrated on the graph, the latest model listed at the bottom of the page. From the least expensive, from the most expensive, sorry, I was right. From the least expensive to the most expensive, going from the left to right. We can see that as the model price rises, the problems increase. Well, this brings me to the end of my presentation. Don't know if this has been helpful, but I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for your attention.
Thanks, Ken. Have a seat. Okay, so that's all 3 of you. I would like to thank you not only for preparing your short presentations, but for having the courage to stand up here and receive our critique. Okay, now I'd like to discuss how presenting feels. Ken, you went last, so why don't we start with you?
Terrible. I think it's quite obvious that I don't feel comfortable standing in front of a group. I get nervous, as if everyone were looking at me, waiting for me to make a mistake, stumble over a word or something.
Thanks for being so specific, Ken. Michael, what about you?
Me? I feel great. In fact, I often feel a surge of energy right when I get up there that fuels me forward. I know that my job is to convince my audience that they want my product.
Thanks. Okay, and what about you, Lily?
Well, I don't particularly mind presenting, but I don't love it either. I tend to get a few butterflies, and depending on who's in the audience and how big it is, I get more or less nervous. Just now I felt fine.
Good. Okay, now I'd like to go back to the initial 4 elements. So these elements essentially help you organize your presentation. By forming questions out of each of the subpoints and answering them, you will fully prepare yourself. You will know what you are doing, why you are doing it, and who you are doing it for. Please take one of these and pass them around. Another side note. Instead of passing handouts to your audience yourself, get them to do it. Again, you can provide additional information to your audience without losing focus on the topic at hand.
Question.
Yes.
Is this something that we can use over and over again for each new presentation?
Yes, exactly. Another side note. Ken just interrupted with a question. Because this interruption does not disturb my flow, I'll answer it. If, however, I found it disruptive, it would be perfectly acceptable to say, "Can you please hold your question until the end?" Okay, now I'd like to focus your attention on the next point. I call this the top 10 simple rules to follow. Rule number 1. Know your PAL. Any idea what PAL stands for? Well, P is for purpose, A is for audience, and L is for logistics, which means making sure all your technical equipment is ready and in working order. Our next rule is about timing. The trick to timing is always to plan for 75% of the time you are allotted. Why do you think I'm telling you to underplan rather than overplan?
May I? Well, first of all, things often get started a little late. But aside from that, no matter how interesting your presentation is, no one seems to mind if you end a bit early. But if you end late, well, no one is too thrilled about missing out on some of their lunch hour.
Exactly right. And if you expect questions and audience involvement, you can even plan on only using 50% of that time. By the way, not to worry. As soon as we are through the top 10, we will be breaking for lunch.
Good.
Number 3, keep it relevant. What do I mean by that?
I don't know. I think it's going rather well.
Tell us the truth, Ken. Is this awkward for you to be in Lucille's workshop given your history?
Actually, no, it's nice to see her again. But even with her help, I don't know if anything is going to make me ready and confident enough for the real thing.
Cheer up, Ken. It isn't that bad.
You don't think so?
Shh, here comes Lucille.
Okay. What I'd like to do now is give you half an hour of your own time to try and implement some of the techniques that we talked about this morning into your conference presentations. I'm going to head back to the meeting room now. How about if you 3 meet me there, ready to go at 2:30?
Sounds good. Shall we go?
Yeah, let's go. I'm sorry, could you repeat your question, please? I didn't quite catch that.
I asked if you think that print ads will play any role at all in the Connect campaign.
Yes, print ads will play a role, but a minimal one. Not only are they expensive, they are also a less direct link to our prospective customer base. Our target group spends a lot more time on the internet. Therefore, the amount devoted to each form will reflect our estimation of its value. Does that answer your question?
Yes. And no. Do you think you could give me some sort of figure or percentage?
At this stage, the market research has not been concluded, but I would estimate no more than 10 to 15%.
Okay, thank you.
Right, if there are no other questions, well, then I'd like to conclude by thanking you for your time and saying that I personally am very excited about this product. More excited, in fact, than I have been about any other mobile technology in quite some time. If you have further issues you'd like to discuss, please feel free to come up after the presentation. I'd be happy to discuss the Connect in more detail. Thanks. Thank you very much. Thanks, guys.
Lily, that was wonderful, really. Did you feel a difference from the first time this morning?
I did actually. This time I felt more focused and less nervous. Now let's hope it will be that smooth at the conference.
I especially liked the way you ended the presentation. Despite looking a little bit tired, Michael and Ken gave you a great workout with their questions. You ended on a very positive note. Well, now it's time for me to get around to concluding for the day. I really enjoyed working with you. I know I presented a lot of information today, and I think you did a great job of putting it into practice. I feel confident that the conference is going to go very well. Of course, if you have any...
Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss the end.
You're welcome to join us, Anthony. I'm afraid you've just missed the final practice presentation.
Oh, that's too bad. I also wanted to speak with you for a brief moment, if you don't mind.
Actually, you caught me at the end of my wrap-up. Give me one moment and I'll be right with you. Come and have a seat. Does anyone remember what I said in the beginning about unexpected interruptions?
Be gracious, but stick to your topic. Don't let the interruption take you off track.
Correct. Thanks for the great example, Anthony.
My pleasure.
As I was saying, this brings me to the end of my presentation and us all to the end of our workshop. So I'd like to sum up and say once again that you all have done some great work, and I hope I've been helpful to you. And I'd like to thank you for your kind attention.
Well done.
Okay, let's pop outside for a moment.
Sorry for interrupting, but I wanted to catch you before the end of the day.
Sure, what's on your mind?
I'll get right to the point. How are things with Ken?
What do you mean?
As you know, he is a bit of a shy fellow, and I thought perhaps he needed some extra work. And if so, then I'd be very thankful if you would come back for another day or two, if you have space in your schedule.
Oh, I see. Well, it is true. He is the weakest in the group. But I think he made great progress today. To answer your question, he could certainly use another day or two. Lily and Michael, however, are ready.
Yes, that's what I thought.
How about if I come back tomorrow? I don't need to be in Paris until next week.
Yes, that would be perfect.
So, are you going to mention this to Ken?
Well, perhaps you should. Not in front of the others. I don't want to embarrass him.
Okay.
Great. Let's get back in there. So, we're all ready for the conference now?
Well,
I certainly feel much more prepared.
I'm ready.
Good to hear, guys.
I'm afraid I must be going.
Of course. Ken, how about if you walk Lucille out?
well, sure. I'll be happy to.
Lily,
Yes.
Michael, it was nice to meet you both. Good luck, guys.
Thank you so much. So, Ken, you going to tell us what happened already?
Oh, you mean with Lucille?
Yes, what else? You spent an extra day working with her alone. Come on, tell us.
She's back in Paris now.
Oh, so that's it, huh? She just flew back to Paris.
Not before we had some dinner and caught up after my second workshop day.
I knew it. It was pretty obvious that something serious was going on.
It was? Oh, well, I don't know about anything serious. After all, I'm here in Rome, and she's back in Paris.
It's not that far, you know.
We'll see how my visit to Paris goes in a couple of weeks.
Ken, you're going to visit?
Well, like Michael said, it's not that far.
Hello, you're the team from a while ago, right?
We certainly are.
Great. You're on in a few minutes.
No problem, thank you.
Okay, all ready, guys?
I think so. Ken, how about you?
Who? Me? Calm as can be.
Let's all take some deep breaths and recall Lucille's relaxation techniques.
Okay, while ago, in you go.
Okay, Lily, Ken, we're going to do great. I know it. So let's go in there and show those people why the Wire Go Connect is the best thing they've seen in ages.
Because this product is targeted at the teen market, all of the applications are designed to be as straightforward and user-friendly as possible. Let's take a look at how the internet service works. It is very simple for the user to surf the net from their phone. The technology here works in the same way.
He's doing great.
I know, I'm so proud of him. Though I must say I'm feeling a bit nervous myself.
You'll be fantastic.
Yeah, shh. We'd better be quiet.
I promise that I'll get back to that in a minute, sir. If you don't mind, I would like to hold all questions until the end, at which point you are all invited to ask anything you want.
Wow. Did you hear how he handled that? Ken's a pro.
As I was saying, all applications, while extensive, are presented to the user very simply, with large icons. This brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for your time. Next, my colleague Lily Wilshire will be talking to you about the marketing concept for the Connect. But before that, does anyone have any questions? Yes, please go ahead, miss.